Well, good evening, good evening. It's Sunday evening. It's been a very good day today. Started very well and it just slowly got better. And yeah, there's a knee. Now, actually, it goes up that way. This has been under my bench for 5 years or so. It came out of the same boat as the other knee, but a lot earlier. What I did with this today, it still had the bolts in, and they were very rusted and horrible, so I cut them and battered them out. And of course, they'd gone rusty and they took an awful lot of battering. But that's one knee. That's the knee that I showed you the other day. And the other thing that came out of the workshop, a post. Now, I've had this under the bench for possibly 10 years. It came from a job. Someone needed to have a fence knocked down. It needed to be knocked down. It was actually across a drain, and it was a bit of a nightmare job. It was a hurry up job, and all of the posts were rotten at the bottom except this one. And all of the posts were softwood, and you sort of wobbled them a bit and they just came apart. But when I got to this post and I wobbled it, and I thought, that's not a softwood. And then I got it out and I thought, that is not being cut up for firewood. I didn't know what I wanted it for. So it went under the bench because this is a piece of oak. You know, now where do you get, what's that, is that 3-inch square oak? I've got a stick of inches somewhere. Yep, there's a stick of inches. Right, what is that? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. It's nominally 4-inch square. It's slightly under 4-inch square. But where do you get 4-inch square oak posts from? So it didn't get cut up for firewood, it didn't get burnt, it got saved. And now it's got a job to do. These are sorted pieces, so I'm going to sort of scrape the paint off that one, I'm going to cut the ironwork out of that one, and I'm going to plane a face on this post. I'm going to do it with a certain amount of trepidation because I've got a bad feeling there might be a few odd bits of nail in it. I shall give it a good look at first. And it's got a job to do. Now, there has been a little discussion about how old some of these bits of timber are. And I think all of you know about counting growth rings. You know, each ring represents a year. That's an awful lot of years in that one piece of timber, isn't it? And that timber was used to build a boat in 1955. So the tree was probably felled in 1953, 1954, and then cut to build the boat that it ended up as. But as you can see, it's all stained, it's split, it's nasty, it's got an interesting knot there, that might be quite pretty, but buried in here are the bolts. It's all got to come apart. As you can see, it's nasty, that's why it's stained, it's had iron spikes in it. So I shall just split that off to save the knee. And then, as I say, I've got a job worked out for it. Not a rush job, but a job.